Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we're getting straight to the point about an essential topic for those who want to be prepared. Foods to stockpile that never expire. Have you ever thought about having a pantry so well prepared that it could keep you and your family at ease in any situation? Well, today I'm going to show you a list of 11 foods to stockpile that are true legends when it comes to resilience and durability. You know, those items that never go bad, no matter how much time passes? That's exactly what we're talking about. In this video, you'll discover non-perishable foods that you can forget in the back of your cabinet. And when you finally check, they'll still be good to eat, fresh and sturdy, because they don't expire and can last for years. Whether you're a hardcore survivalist or just someone who wants the security of a reliable stockpile, these foods are your allies to be prepared for anything. So settle in, grab a coffee or a tea with honey, and let's talk about it. I'm going to show you these 11 foods to stockpile during a crisis that are true champions of storage and will turn your pantry into a lifelong reserve. Ready? Let's dive in. The first on our list is a food so long-lasting that it has been found intact in Egyptian tombs, thousands of years old and still safe to eat. That's honey, nature's true liquid gold. If you want to be prepared for the future, whether in emergencies or simply to keep a well-stocked pantry, honey is the perfect choice. But what makes honey last so long? Its remarkable preservation comes from a combination of low moisture content and high acidity, which prevents the growth of bacteria and fungi. On top of that, honey contains natural antimicrobial compounds that create a protective barrier, ensuring it stays preserved over time. Its versatility also extends beyond its own shelf life, as honey can act as a natural preservative for other foods. Want to extend the shelf life of fruits? Coat them with a layer of honey, store them in a tightly sealed container, and you'll create a barrier that prevents oxidation, preserving fruits and even seeds for longer. Honey is also a powerful home remedy. Who hasn't used tea with honey to soothe a sore throat? With its antimicrobial properties, it helps fight infections and provides natural relief. Adding honey to ginger or chamomile tea is a great way to strengthen your immune system and ease a cough. And here's a fun fact. If honey crystallizes, it doesn't mean it has gone bad. In fact, it's a sign that it's pure. To return it to a liquid state, simply warm it gently in a water bath, and it will regain its smooth texture without losing any of its properties. To keep honey at its best, store it in a tightly sealed jar, away from direct sunlight. Number 2. The second on the list is a mineral so timeless that it was used by ancient civilizations and is still indispensable today. Yes, we're talking about salt. Not only does it last forever, but it's also one of the oldest and most effective ways to preserve food. Salt is practically indestructible when stored properly and can be a real lifesaver. But what makes salt last so long? Simply put, it doesn't spoil because it's made entirely of sodium chloride, a mineral that doesn't decompose. The key is to keep it away from moisture. When stored in tightly sealed containers and kept in a dry place, salt can remain intact for centuries. It's fascinating to think that, right now, there might be salt on this planet that was extracted thousands of years ago and is still perfectly safe to consume. In addition to seasoning food, salt is an excellent natural preservative. This is because it absorbs moisture, creating an environment where bacteria and fungi cannot thrive. Want a practical example? In an emergency, you can use salt to preserve meats and fish by applying a generous layer. This method, known as curing, was widely used before the invention of refrigerators, and is still a simple and effective preservation technique today. And there's more. Salt can also be an ally against pests. Sprinkling a little on shelves or around your food supplies helps keep insects away, since they tend to avoid dry areas with a high salt concentration. Salt is truly one of the most ancient and essential elements of life. Having a good stock of it in your pantry not only ensures flavor, but also provides the security of a reliable resource to preserve food and protect your supplies. Number 3. Let's talk about the third item on our list, an ingredient that goes far beyond just sweetening your coffee. Sugar is one of those foods everyone has at home, but few people realize that it practically has no expiration date. In addition to being a natural sweetener and essential for countless recipes, sugar is also a powerful preservative, which is why it deserves a dedicated spot in your long-term pantry. Why does sugar last so long? The answer lies in its ability to absorb moisture. When sugar is present in large quantities, it creates an environment so dry that bacteria and fungi simply cannot survive. This means sugar not only preserves itself, but also helps preserve other foods. Here's an interesting tip. If sugar crystallizes or hardens over time, it hasn't gone bad. This is a common occurrence in humid places, but the solution is simple. Store the sugar in an airtight container with a few slices of bread or pieces of apple to absorb the moisture and break up the hardened granules. Sugar also has a place in your first aid kit. That's right. In emergency situations, it can help with wound healing. Sprinkling a little sugar on a cut can reduce the risk of infection since it inhibits bacterial growth. So the next time you look at the sugar in your pantry, remember it's more than just a sweetener. It's a preservative, a natural remedy, and a valuable ally in any survival situation. Number 4. Now it's time to talk about a kitchen classic that's also a champion in durability: white rice. Essential in dishes around the world, it not only feeds families, but can also be a true ally for those thinking about long-term food security. When stored properly, white rice can last up to 30 years while remaining nutritious and flavorful. This grain is a smart choice for anyone looking to build a stockpile of durable and reliable foods. But what makes white rice so resistant to time? The answer lies in its composition and, surprisingly, in the fact that it's refined. Unlike brown rice, white rice doesn't contain the bran and germ, where the grain's natural oils are found. These oils are responsible for a higher chance of rancidity and the shorter shelf life of brown rice. The absence of these oils in white rice prevents that process, making it less prone to spoilage and capable of staying in good condition for decades. It all comes down to its simplicity and low moisture content, which inhibits the growth of microorganisms and reduces the risk of deterioration. Here's an important tip. To ensure your rice lasts as long as possible, it's essential to store it in a cool, dry place, preferably in airtight containers. Number 5. Have you ever thought about having an item that's both a preservative, a powerful disinfectant, and even an alternative for homemade preserves? That's grain alcohol, a true all-rounder for any survival kit. Extracted from grains like corn or rice, grain alcohol is pure, versatile, and when properly stored can last for many years while maintaining its properties intact. Unlike other types of alcohol, grain alcohol is safe for food-related uses. In emergencies, it can be used to disinfect small wounds, as it's a natural antiseptic. Additionally, it can serve as an alternative to hand sanitizer when access to water and soap is limited. For homemade preserves, simply cover vegetables or fruits with grain alcohol in a tightly sealed glass jar, and there you have it. A concentrated, long-lasting extract for culinary or medicinal use. Number 6. Who doesn't love a good pasta dish, right? In addition to being one of the most versatile and convenient foods, dry pasta, the packaged kind you find in supermarkets, is perfect for long-term storage. Spaghetti, noodles, and other dry varieties can last 20 to 30 years when properly stored, making them essential for any emergency-ready pantry. The secret to this incredible shelf life lies in the simplicity of its ingredients, essentially just flour and water, followed by the drying process. This composition creates a low-moisture food, which prevents the growth of bacteria and fungi. Another interesting point is the type of wheat typically used, usually durum wheat, which is high in protein and gives the pasta extra durability, keeping it firm and maintaining its quality for many years. To maximize its shelf life, avoid exposure to air and make sure to seal it tightly to prevent moisture and pests from getting in. Having dry pasta in your stockpile means more than just having a long-lasting food source. It ensures nutritious and convenient meals for you and your family. Number 7. Let's talk about a food that's a true classic in any well-prepared pantry: beans. Few foods are as complete and long-lasting as this one. Rich in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, Beans are practically a natural superfood. They can last up to 30 years and still be safe to eat. Beans are also one of the most versatile and energy-packed foods you can have at home. In emergency situations, they can serve as the main dish, pairing perfectly with rice, other grains, canned vegetables, or even pasta. Best of all, with just a pot and some water, you can cook a complete and highly nutritious meal in no time. Without a doubt, beans are an essential item for any pantry. Number 8. If there's a food that embodies tradition and the robustness of a true survival classic, it's dried meat, also known as jerky or shark. This delicacy, preserved through dehydration and salting, is not only nutritious and full of flavor, but also a long-lasting solution for anyone looking to have a reliable source of protein in their pantry. Since ancient times, when travelers and explorers needed sustenance during their journeys, dried meat has been one of the primary resources to ensure energy and strength. The reason dried meat lasts so long lies in its preservation process. By removing moisture and adding salt, it creates an environment where bacteria and fungi cannot thrive, ensuring the meat remains safe and ready to eat for years. Number 9. If you're looking for a versatile, long-lasting item that's practically a concentrated nutritional reserve, powdered milk is your ideal ally. This simple product, often overlooked by many, has the power to transform your pantry into a true survival arsenal. With a long shelf life, powdered milk is perfect for those who want to secure a reliable source of calcium and protein that lasts for years, a real blessing in times of emergency. The secret to powdered milk's longevity lies in the dehydration process. By removing water from fresh milk, it becomes highly resistant to spoilage. Under ideal conditions, stored in a tightly sealed container, away from sunlight and in a cool, dry place, powdered milk can last for over 20 years while maintaining its quality and nutritional value. What truly makes powdered milk special, though, is its versatility. It can be reconstituted with water to create a drink that resembles fresh milk, perfect for those who enjoy cereal, smoothies, or even a good cup of coffee with milk. But it doesn't stop there. In the world of practical cooking, powdered milk is excellent for recipes that call for milk, from bread and cakes to mashed potatoes and sauces. Having a stock of powdered milk at home ensures you'll always have a nutritious option on hand, whether it's for a quick meal or that special dish. Number 10. Rolled oats are a true treasure in the pantry of anyone thinking long-term. Don't be fooled by the simplicity of this grain. Rolled oats are one of the most versatile and nutritious foods you can stockpile. Rich in fiber, protein, and with a naturally delicious flavor, they go far beyond the classic oatmeal. You can use them in cakes, cookies, pancakes, and even as a flour substitute in recipes. And for those who value convenience, adding a scoop of oats to a jar of yogurt or milk turns any snack into a more nutritious option. But there's more. Rolled oats are naturally rich in beta-glucans, a type of fiber that helps lower cholesterol and supports heart health. In emergencies or situations where strategic eating is key, having oats on hand means ensuring a complete and highly nutritious food option. Number 11. Preserved fruits and vegetables are like little capsules of freshness, ready to come to the rescue when you need them most. In times of scarcity or when fresh produce simply isn't available, they ensure you still get essential nutrients. Think about it. A meal enriched with preserved peaches, carrots, cucumbers, or tomatoes isn't just about survival. It's an opportunity to maintain quality nutrition with the vitamins and minerals these foods provide. The secret of preserves lies in the sterilization and vacuum sealing process, which prevents the action of microorganisms and oxygen that cause food to spoil. The technique is simple but powerful. Ingredients are cooked and sealed hermetically in jars, ensuring freshness and durability. The result is preserves that can maintain their flavor and properties for years. The best part is that preserved fruits and vegetables are more than just practical. They add a burst of flavor to meals any time of the year. Imagine a stew with bell peppers and carrots, or a quick dessert made with slices of preserved pineapple. Here's another valuable tip. The liquid from preserves is excellent for adding flavor to sauces or even for marinating meats. And that's the end of our tour through the pantry of the unbeatable. These 11 foods that never spoil are a true guarantee of safety and flavor in any situation. From honey, with its almost magical preservation, to dried meat, with its ability to sustain for long periods, each item on this list has its own special value. And hey, there's no need to stock up overnight. Start with the items you and your family use the most, and gradually build your supply, testing what works best for you and your space. Organize, rotate your products, and keep track of what comes in and goes out. This makes all the difference in ensuring that your stockpile stays in excellent condition and ready for any emergency. That's it, folks. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more survival and self-sufficiency tips. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.